from Nesting Story, and today I have a very exciting announcement for all of you. First, long story short, because I'm sure I'll jump into the long story, our family is getting a dog. I know, it's exciting, it's nerve-wracking, and it's basically 9 years in the making. So I'm gonna kind of rewind here and tell you what's led us to this point and how we found him. It's a boy, and when he's coming and everything like that. So let's start at the beginning. And I know if some of you have been watching our videos for a long time, you may have heard some of these little stories before, but I just wanted to fill everybody in on our whole dog journey. So I always grew up with dogs. I always had big dogs. I had an Irish Setter and then a Rottweiler mix and then a Golden Retriever as a kid. And that was a big part of my childhood. I loved my dogs. They were just so special to me. And I even went through, when I went through some rough times, like having my thyroid out as a teenager, having my dog there was huge for me. And in fact, that's one of my favorite parts of my childhood. I should mention, we have kids home, it's Christmas break, and Mike's working on the basement. So if you hear noise here and there, that's what it is. So Mike and I always had the dream of having a dog. He had a Cocker Spaniel growing up, which he wasn't totally attached to, but he always did want a dog for his family, just like I did. So before we had kids, after we were married, we planned on getting a dog, and we wanted a Newfoundland. We got a Newfoundland. We got him from a breeder, and he was so sweet. His name was Kane, and he was just the most sensitive, sweet dog. But he had health issues from the beginning, skin issues, and then bowel issues. And then when he was about 6 months old, he started to wobble, and then he started to fall, and then he started to have grand mal seizures. So Kane's grand mal seizures went on for a couple weeks. We brought him to different vets and had tests done. We finally put him on anti-seizure medication, and that got the grand mal seizures under control. But then he started having very constant focal seizures. These are the seizures where you kind of click out and space out, and it's like you don't see it. It doesn't involve the shaking. This was causing brain damage, and he started forgetting us when he came home. But it got to the point where finally it was decided among our vets and the breeder. We thought he had a brain tumor, and that the best thing for him would be to put him down. So we lost Kane, and it was very sad, very heartbreaking, and very traumatic for Mike and I. I was also pregnant with Holden at the time, and we knew it was the right decision, and it was probably the hardest decision we've ever had to make. So Holden came along, and then we fostered puppies here and there just to kind of get the puppy fix, but we knew it wasn't the right time in our lives to get a dog. We almost got a dog after having Holden and Bo when they were a little older. In fact, we wanted a Golden Retriever, we found a breeder, and we were going to get a dog. And then I found out I was pregnant with twins. So we knew that our puppy dreams had to be put on hold until our twins were probably about to start school. So they're starting school in September, so now. I've talked about in the vlogs how we've gone back and forth about when we should get a dog. And we've even been making preparations in our home for it. We are putting our laundry room in the basement. We made it oversized to fit a crate because we would crate train. And we made sure we had water resistant floors in the basement. I know we have the white couches. I think I would always have my no dog on the couch rule, but that's not gonna stop me from living. So we've gone back and forth a lot about getting dogs. We knew we'd either have to get a dog around January 2018, coming up, or January of the next year, because we're gonna be going away for Christmas next year, and we didn't want to put a young puppy in a kennel. So that was kind of our thinking for our timeline. So the past few months, I've actually been looking for a breeder again. I was looking for a Golden Retriever breeder. That's what we all had kind of decided we wanted. And really, I have had a very frustrating experience. And I know that that's not everyone's experience or anything, but it was just mine. Breeders not returning calls, and then being really overpriced some places. And I don't know, a long waiting list, which was very frustrating. And something wasn't feeling right with that. So I kind of put that aside and just thought, you know what, we'll wait. While this was all going on, I've been watching different people, some I know in person, some that I follow on Instagram, with their rescues and their mixed breeds. And these dogs are incredible and adorable and seem so healthy and such great family pets. And the idea of adopting a dog and rescuing a dog instead of going and buying one from a breeder was starting to really appeal to me. I follow this one blogger who lives in Toronto, Anna from Bluebird Kisses. She got her dog Madi from a rescue in St. Lucia called Help Paws. for a little while now, I've been following Help Paws, which is a rescue in St. Lucia, and they take these, what they call pot cakes, which is an island dog. It's just a mix of everything. They rescue them. There's a lot of people who don't neuter or spay their pets, and then it ends up with feral dogs and feral cats all over the island. So they were starting to get an onslaught of puppies coming in, and I kept an eye out. Then they found this trio of puppies a few weeks back, and there was 2 boys and a girl. And I saw the boy, because we always knew we wanted a boy, because I always promised that to Mike and Holden. There's so many girls in our family, we would definitely get a boy dog. And I saw this black and white boy dog, and he just stole my heart completely. So I watched this little guy for a week, and finally one day I sent a random text to Mike saying, I've inquired about this little guy. And he's like, what? I'm confused. I'm like, I know, I'm confused too. And then as soon as I showed Mike his pictures, he just fell in love as well. I should mention that all the girls have always wanted a dog, but Holden has been very against it. He had a fear of dogs growing up, which we don't even know why, but he did. And then he was pretty against us getting a dog. So I would mention it here and there, and he would say, no, I don't want to get a dog, or you're not going out to get a dog, are you? And we'd leave for date night, we'd say no. I picked him up from school one day before the holidays, and I randomly showed him this picture of this puppy, and he looks at this picture and he goes, that's my dog. And that for us was like, whoa, okay. So then we inquired more. He hadn't been adopted. We continued to talk to Anna from Bluebird Kisses to see what her experience was like with this rescue. We spent a lot of time on the phone with this rescue. We even actually had Mike's cousin, who's a vet tech, check out the rescue, and she thought they seemed incredible. So we were like making sure that everything seemed right. We got approved for the adoption, and so we had a family meeting and decided to adopt this little guy. So his name was Sully, and we've renamed him Oliver, and he's arriving on January 12th. He's flying in from St. Lucia. We're so excited. I'm like about 90% excited and about 10% nervous, because we went through with Kane. It's like we know, and Mike feels the same way. We both know we're opening our hearts up again, and we had finally healed our hearts, and our hearts were so broken after what we went through with Kane. It's a bit of a nerve-wracking thing to open your heart up again and just be ready to go through, you know, anything that it can throw at you, because dogs really do become a part of your family. So we are so ready for this. We're ready in terms of our situation with me working from home and the twins being full-time daycare and starting school in September, and all the kids being in school, financially, and there just seems like the right time in life. I really feel like this is the right fit for us right now. Here's a little bit more about Oliver.
Hi guys, meet Sully, now known as Oliver. He's been adopted by Joanna and her family. He will be traveling to Canada to see them in January. He's currently with us at Help Paws, which stands for Help Animal Welfare in St. Lucia. You can check us out at www.helppaws.com and or our Facebook page at Help Paws. Right? He's excited. You excited? Yeah. Mwah. This is Oliver's sister. Yeah, she's still available for adoption.
we're currently in the process for finding a vet. We are slowly getting the things we need for a dog, but not going too crazy. I think when we got Kane, Mike and I went a little crazy with getting lots and lots of stuff. So we're trying to like just get what we need, and then because we don't know how big this dog's gonna be, probably around 35, 45 pounds, which is a lot smaller than we've ever had. He's also a short-haired dog. We've never had that. So there's a lot of new things to us. We've never had a pot cake, but apparently they're incredible family dogs, and we've never adopted before. So it's a really interesting thing to go through. So we've started to get some things for him. So here are some things that we picked up for Oliver today. First of all, look at this bowls we got from HomeSense. They're so adorable. So we got this from HomeSense. Like little metal bowls and some marble. These little handles. How much does this wood match our new pieces of furniture? So we might move it over there and get rid of that garbage can there. So we got this dog bed today at HomeSense. It's nice and soft. So Mike really liked it. He's like, it matches his black and white fur. So we got that for him. And then Holden and Bo picked out some dog toys for him. Cute little banana where you hide monkeys inside, and I guess the dog gets them out. And this, we used to always get these for our Fosters and our dog. A ball. And Bo picked this one out. Apparently the little squishy spikes brush their teeth. I don't know if this is too mature for him, but here we go. We're gonna keep that stuff right under there for now. And we're slowly just preparing for his arrival. I'm really happy that it's gonna be a couple weeks away still, so we can get all the Christmas decorations away. That's actually what Mike's doing right now. So he right now is getting the laundry room in the basement completely done so that we have that space for him. We're gonna put a laundry tub in there, and it's a spot for his crate and everything like that. Mike's just getting the basement laundry room ready. It's gonna be his little home in there.
My home?
How do you feel about Oliver?
I'm excited.
Yeah?
I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
It's been a while since we've had a dog of our own, not that we're just fostering.
You should go ahead and follow Help Paws. They have a lot of other puppies and dogs available right now for adoption. And I should mention that we've actually gone through something kind of sad with one of his sisters. So he and his sisters were found at about 4 weeks old. They were found near a villa on the island, and guests that were leaving called the rescue, and they came and they were treated for, I think, ticks and some worms in their belly, but totally healthy now. One of Oliver's sisters, Sawyer, has been very unhealthy this week, and I believe Help Paws has been keeping people updated on their Instagram and Facebook. Go check them out. But it's really sad, and what his sister Sawyer is going through is very similar to what we went through with Kane's. So it sounds like it has nothing to do with Oliver, and it's just isolated to Sawyer, and we're not going to stop our process of adopting Oliver. It is heartbreaking though to see that she's going through this. But as of right now, Oliver's other sister, Sage, who's brown, is available for adoption as well. Anyways, you'll see tons more about our journey. Monday's vlog is definitely including things about getting ready for the dog in it. And the kids are ridiculously excited. We are very excited. We are trying to be really smart about it. We've picked a dog training program, and we are trying to get everything in place, but we kind of felt like we've been planning and talking about this for 9 years, and we just finally thought, you know what, let's stop planning, let's just do it. And there's something about this situation that just seems very meant to be, and we're really, really hoping that it is, and it works out well. And I'm really excited about the idea of, we've had 4 puppies now. We've had Kane, who never grew into an adult dog, and 3 Fosters. So I'm really excited about the idea of putting all that time and effort into training a puppy and seeing the fruits of our labor and getting a wonderful adult family dog out of it. I'm really excited for that process. So thank you guys so much for following along on this journey, and this is a whole new exciting chapter that I will be talking about a lot, including our experience adopting and rescuing a dog and what it's like, and I can share our experience with you. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to subscribe and follow this journey, and I will definitely let you guys know how it goes. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.